So we're going to do it in two phases. What we're going to do is work out the area of the big smiling yellow concrete face right around there. We find that and then we multiply it by the depth or the height, and that will give us the volume in solid concrete in meters cubed. Now we're doing it to one decimal place. All units are in meters. Now here's the thing about it. We're going to do it in two stages, but there's something we've got to do first. And the thing is, we've got to work out what the radii is of each of those semicircles. Now we have a big radius and they gave it to us. It's 14 meters, but they haven't given us the small radius. So we need to work that out. It's a simple calculation. Nevertheless, we've got to do it. So let's do that right now, first off the bat. So 14 meters, we'll use a capital R to denote a large radius of a semicircle. So let's write down big R equals 14 meters. Okay, there's our big R, 14 meters. Now, the little r, not given to us. We need to work that out. How do we work out the little radius? How do we work that out? Well, they haven't given it to us, but they have given us some good information. You might already see this. For those of you who can see it, we have a thickness here of 3 meters. Remember I mentioned that earlier? Well, if we take away that 3 meters from the 14, doesn't it make sense? It'll leave us how big the small radius is. So big radius, I'll just repeat it, big radius, take away the thickness, 3 meters, will give us 11 meters, and that's this radius right there, yeah? 14 minus 3, 11. Okay. Okay, we've got big radius and little radius. Now that we have the two radii, which is plural for radius, more than one, we can actually work out the area of the big yellow inspiring smile right there, yeah? Half pipes always have a smile because it puts smiles on skateboarders' faces. So this is the face we're trying to work out right here. So let's work that out. Now, what's the formula for volume? That's the first thing we've got to do. So let's write that down. Volume equals area of the face times the height or the depth. We'll call that the height there, 18 meters. There it is, V equals A times H. Now, how do we work out A? That's the first thing we need to do. So let's start working with A. Now, A is going to be the area of the big semicircle, and then take away or subtract the area of the small semicircle. Make sense? So let's write that down. That's going to equal area of the big semicircle minus the area of the small semicircle. And they're both semicircles. So we've got all our radii, we've got our dimensions. All we're going to do is plug it into the formula. Now, what's the formula for a half circle? For a semicircle, in other words. What's the formula for that? Well, the formula is area for a half circle. That's like a half semicircle equals 1/2 pi r squared. So that's the formula we will be using. So now let's take the dimensions and put them in. Area of big minus area of small. And remember, they're both semicircles, not full circles. So let's put some values in now. So the big area, big semicircle will be minus the area of a small semicircle. Let's use blue for that one. So the small one's going to be, and that's small r. There's our small r there, 11 meters, and our big R right over there, 14 meters. We worked that out earlier. Okay, let's put the values in there. Capital R again, big R, 14. Let's put that in here. And remember, that's squared. That's 14 squared. Take away. And little r is 11 right there. And remember to square that. Okay, let's put that in our calculator. 1/2 times pi times 14 squared. In your calculator, 0.5 times pi times 14. Hit the squared button, bang, and then equals, bang, equals. And that's going to give us a grand total for this part here. I'll put it to 2 decimal places just for this part, for accuracy. And that's going to give me 307.88 meters squared. And then we take away this blue part here, half times pi times 11 squared. That's going to give us a grand total of 190.07 meters squared. Let's subtract one from the other so we can denote and determine the area. The big yellow smiling face right there. So 307.88, take away 190.07 is a grand total of area of the face, the yellow face. Let's write down yellow. Equals that, all the yellow part, right in there. Okay, that's our yellow face right there. Okay, we've got the yellow face. Now all we need to do is work out the depth. So that depth there, as you can see, is 18 meters. Let's add that to the formula. Remember, the formula for the volume is V equals area times height. We have the area, there it is. That's our area. That goes in there. Now we multiply by the height, and that's 18 meters. So let's substitute straight in there so we can work that out. So volume, total volume for this is V equals AH right up there. So it's V equals area, 117, times a height of 18 meters. Let's put that in. So volume equals the final answer. The complete volume, all the concrete, let's hope it's under 3,000 cubic meters. Okay, let's hope it's under. Please be under. Let's go. 117.81 times 18 equals. Yes, it is. It's to one decimal place, 2120.6 meters cubed. Yes, we're happy.